Well, right now, Flint Northwestern's Kelvin Torbert is a young man on top of the world. Earlier this week, he was named Michigan's Mr. Basketball. This fall, he'll play right here in East Lansing for Tom Izzo and the Michigan State Spartans. But as Mickey York reports, things always haven't been so good for him.
He's really a really good athlete.
He's awesome. He's a top player.
He's just blessed.
Kelvin Torbert is every bit of that, which is why on Monday he was given Michigan's Mr. Basketball Award.
This is something that I wanted since I was younger. I mean, this is dedicated really to my family. It's basically for my family.
To understand why he says that, you have to understand that Kelvin grew up without a mother. She died when he was 5 years old, forcing a young boy to become a responsible young man.
I mean, that had a real effect on me. I mean, every day coming home from elementary school, knowing that when you get home, no one's going to be there, just you. I mean, you got to find a way to cook and feed yourself. I mean, hopefully wait for my brother to get home from school.
Now he knows that he has to do things for himself, and he's willing to work for it. And sometimes things are given to people too easy, and they don't know how to handle it, and he's been through it.
As if that wasn't enough, Kelvin's father has been ill for years. His failing kidneys have forced him in and out of the hospital, which is where he was on Monday as Kelvin was being named Mr. Basketball.
I've been having to go to practice. I mean, go home, check on him, see how he's doing. I mean, go to games, make sure he's all right before I go. I mean, it's been a real hard road for me.
So when Kelvin Torbert says he's dedicating the Mr. Basketball Award to his family, you can believe him. His older brother, Lamont, who was by his side on Monday, knows Kelvin was forced to grow up in a hurry, and he recognized at an early age that he'd have to do the same on the basketball floor.
It was something about him, and he had the game to go along with it. So, I just tried to get him out there to play against the older cats, considering that he was on a higher level than his peers. So, and luckily, it helped him out in the long run as far as playing against older guys and getting the bumps and bruises at a young age. And he was able to give out some of them bumps and bruises as he got into high school.
At Flint Northwestern, it was apparent that Kelvin's basketball maturity was superior to that of his peers as well, spawning talk that Torbert could make the leap straight to the pros.
I think he's capable of going to the NBA straight out of high school.
Physically, I think there aren't a lot of guys on a high school, college, or pro level that have been blessed with the same ability. So to say that he's capable, yes, physically, but the grind, the games they have to play, it's awfully tough to have to skip that. I mean, unless Kevin Garnett's 6'11". It's a little different game.
I think he can. It's possible of doing it, but it's tough. If you look at Cleve right now, you can tell it depends on the type of program you go into, and he's struggling. And then when you're struggling, Cleve have a mom and dad he can turn back to and a lot of his friends, and he's right near Flint. But here again, he could be in one of those cities far away, and then what do? And you can't walk away from it because this is what you've been, your aim all your life to get there, and could be a major problem for him.
Me personally, I think I'm not ready to make that jump because I'm probably not physical and mentally tough enough to be ready to play in the big league.
Torbert's secure in knowing he made the right choice to play for Tom Izzo's Spartans, but he's less secure about answering who would win a dunk contest between himself and future teammate Jason Richardson.
I don't really want to say it right now.
You think you can take it? That's why you're not saying anything.
Well, Torbert averaged 26 points a game this year and leaves Flint Northwestern as the school's all-time leading scorer. Number 2 on that list, Glenn Rice. And Torbert is a well-rounded athlete. He's got a 3.1 GPA. He's a member of the student body government, and he was also named Homecoming King this year.